Old school. What
Young
it do?
Buck, what's going on with you?
Not much, man. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Oh, man, you know the old man. I take it like the good Lord give it to me.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Man, I'm pretty good. Glad to be back. I'm sorry, y'all. We missed last week. I was sick. I was sick. And blame Tia. That's all I'm gonna say. I was sick and blame Tia. Last time I was sick and we had to miss the podcast, it was Tanisha. Now this time it was Tia. So blame Tia this time. Blame Tia. You had us out there in the cold and everything. And yes, Lord. Hold on. Let's see. We got some love already. Vanessa Williams. There she go in them comments again. She said, "Hey, y'all, love y'all just popping in to show some love. Hey, Vanara, we love you too."
What's up, there, Sia?
There she go. There you go. Hey, Tia. Yep. So look, y'all see her. Y'all see her page. Hit up. She the reason why we missed last week. She the reason. She the reason.
Yeah. You were
sick. There she is. There you go. And there she is. Hey, mama, how you doing? How was your week, man? How was your week?
Oh man, it was good, man. I can't complain, man. I really can't, man. I've been I don't know. I just old man just been taking it easy, you know. They got me working this little night shift thing, so you know
I
I'm
got
really not liking that cause it's hard to get down that road at night, you know. But
you. Mm-hmm.
but bro, I've been son, I honestly been good, you know. So I really can't complain at all.
I understand that. Well, look at there. Mrs. Cole is in the building. Hey, girl. Y'all ready for that bowling? Y'all, I hope y'all ready for that bowling. I gotta make sure I register. You know, shout out to Pastor Gainer and his wife, who
Yeah,
does the designed to last marriage event. So they do classes, and they just get a bunch of married people together. And we went, if y'all saw the first episode when we went Top Golf. She wasn't
yeah.
at the top of that leaderboard list, but we love her anyway, and she won't be at the top of the bowling list either. But but they do come dressed to impress, boy. They come together. I think they had a shirt that says "It's a cold world," COLE. So it's always a good time hanging out with them. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. But yeah, man, I was sick, so was dealing with that. But I realized something. I bowl a lot better when I'm sick, so I should be sick more often. I think I bowled like a 245, 246, and my team was looking at me like, "What happened to you?" I was like, "I don't know, because I am not feeling too hot right now." It's just going.
It's
It's
one of
just
those
going.
things that look, I just want to get through it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't need to concentrate,
Mhm.
just throw the ball. It's just
That's it. Just get it going. Just like, look, here go the ball. But
yes,
man, we
sir.
and I got a bowl tomorrow, so we're gonna see how that works. Cause now I ain't sick. So um, if I don't bowl good, then that means I need to be sick from now on. Every week I got to be sick. I got to be.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you
Yes,
on that
sir.
one.
Yes, sir. Man, you did your thing at Stillwell yesterday.
You think so?
Man, yeah, man, you did your thing at Stillwell. You did.
Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Hmm.
we haven't really fellowship with him. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But he was one of the big supporters when we did the Warming Center. You
yeah,
know, so when he invited us out, I mean, by all rights, we had to go. Um,
of course,
a
yeah.
lot of people said that, you know, but they say that sometimes the worst message to you is the best message to somebody else. So I guess it's one of
Hmm.
those type situations. I told my wife, I said, just didn't feel like me. She said, "But yeah, you did."
Yeah.
Everybody say, "Well, man, you did good." Okay.
Yeah, so, so I will say you didn't go up through there like you usually do, right? We have to
No,
we have to
no.
call the paramedics or nothing like that, like we normally have to do. But I
Right,
mean,
right,
sometimes, man, the house. Sometimes it's just all depending on what the house. Lord, the
right.
Lord will work through you for however the house need to be. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
apparently the house didn't need for you to go up through there, or they probably weren't ready for it, man. But
Yeah.
congratulations to Stillwell, his wife, and what's the name of their church?
Refuge.
And Refuge for 30 years, right?
30, 31.
31 years. So pretty much
31
when
years. The
when I was
church,
born.
yeah, the church is 31 years. Bishop himself said he's been in ministry 50.
Mm,
And I would think he say like the church is 31 years, but it's like him and his wife been together like I think they've been married 40 something years, but he said they've been together way longer than that.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Man, that's a blessing. That's a
Hey
blessing.
man, what you say? Well,
30 years.
what you say?
Hey, 30 years is a long time just to think about it. It's a long time to be committed to anything. That's a long time. That's a
Yeah.
long time. That's a long time. Lady Hill did her thing too. What she say? What was her title? You too anointed to be stuck. So so grow
check
up,
your attitude.
check your attitude, grow up, check your attitude, and move on, is what she said.
Man, I seen the video because we went out. Me and Deacon, we went out. Somebody else supposed to have been coming to church, but
Yeah.
I looked at the video today. Oh man,
Yeah.
man, when I say she did her thing like that point that she made that really stuck with me. She said, if you too big to be corrected, you too small to be used. I said, girl, you better say something on that one.
Yeah. I had asked her. I think I asked her to say that again. I was like, say it again. Say it.
If you too big to be corrected, then you too small to be used. That boy, hey, you said something there, girl.
She was throwing some gems. She was throwing some gems. And I don't know who was telling her that she be preaching for like 2 minutes or something like that. But right afterwards, she said, I bet that wasn't no 2 minutes, and dropped the mic. I said, all right, then.
Well,
she come to prove a point.
All these ladies, she used the up and down. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get there. She gonna go straight to the point and boom, she up and then she down. But yesterday, man, I like I say, I didn't see the whole thing live because we had left, and then we checked on the young lady also that had came to the church and left. So we went by, and checked on her, and I seen something, man. I'm seeing something within Love for Life, man. I'm seeing growth. How everybody's really beginning to express themselves more. They really having a better understanding of the Word of God, and they know what they know, and they know how to express what they know. But one thing that I teach, I say, look, y'all got to make it personal. You know what I'm saying? Use your own life. Give the people something they can't get out of a book, and that's you and your life experiences. And man, when I say y'all been bringing it to the flow, I'm telling you, man, hey, it's amazing to sit back and see, man. It is. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. We be doing our thing in our corner, man. We do our thing in the corner, man. We try to keep growing and keep the main mission alive. So we look forward to more things to come this year. And, we're gonna keep growing, man. Keep growing. Well, look, I got a good one for you today. We not gonna talk about this right here may not take us to church. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know now. This ain't gonna take us to church. But you remember when we started season 1, we talked about this rapper named Glorilla. You remember she had won the
gospel
award of the year or something like that with Kurt Franklin. Well, she was in the news. She was in the headlines again. But this time it was because of her sister. Because of her sister. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question before we look at the video. If you become big, right? Let's just say, for instance, you started from the bottom, right? Eating oodles and noodles and red beans and rice and what else? Bean Wieners. Bean Wieners was good though. Bean Wieners, but Bean Wieners and everything just to survive, sleeping on air mattresses and stuff. And you just become big. You become this big superstar and stuff like that. Are you obligated to help out your family?
In what way?
Are you obligated to help your family?
In what way?
What you mean?
In what way? Help them out.
Right, to get them out of their situation, throw some money their way, buy them a house, just make sure they straight. Are you obligated to do that
no,
y'all struggle together and you come big?
Well, see.
Hold on. Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no real quick, and then we're gonna listen to the video, and then we're gonna talk about it.
No.
All right. So you say no. Hold on, before we get started, shout out to my boy Win, another bowler and brother of mine. We're gonna get him on. He's actually a counselor as well. He does some mental stuff, and he be talking about a lot of stuff on his show as well. My mom said no. Okay. Ms. Cole say I think so to a certain extent. Okay. What's going on, Wheat? Why take in the building? Why take in the building? So yeah, look, for those who just popped in, are you obligated? If y'all was staying in the hood, sleeping on the floor, just trying to survive, scratching and fighting, and you become big, are you obligated to help your family? All right.
No.
So a lot of people are saying no. Mama said no. My mom said no at first, but she said I would though. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull up this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. Look, if your ears are sensitive, I'm warning you now. It's gonna be some cussing. It's gonna be some bees flying and all this and that. I'm giving you a warning right now, so don't say Young Buck didn't warn you. I'm warning you. Cause she went in. Hold on, let me find the video. All right, here we go. Hit play.
And do all this shit to try to save us. That bitch don't do shit for us. I haven't got a red cent. My brother, I got 2 siblings staying down there with her. 2 siblings. One of my brothers calling my mama, asking her for $40 to pay his phone bill. You got Rambo riding in nice cars. That's not our cousin. He riding in nice motherfucking cars. You damn right I'm obligated to something. This bitch was saying talk about her sleeping with red, and then she was telling the truth. You know, you used to be in the house. Flat air mattress, all this shit laying on the floor.
Damn, bitch, it was flat.
Mama used to cook us a big ass can of beans. No air.
All right. No Earl.
No Earl.
So,
Earl? Did she say Earl?
No Earl.
No Earl?
No Earl.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. We got some more answers real quick before you get to it. T said no. Bishop Wheat, he said yes. Bishop Wheat said yes. That's interesting. And Tia, here, oh Lord, Tia. Lord. She said, what would Jesus do?
But hold up.
No
Hold up. Let's get an understanding of the question at hand.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, are you obligated? Not will you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would help my family because of who I am. But I wouldn't do it because I'm obligated to do it, because I'm not obligated to. We all coming up in the same thing. We all have the same opportunities. Now, just because you in the house with me don't mean that you help me build to where I am. So if I have to build to where I am by myself, no, you're not obligated to nothing. But it's a difference if you help me. It's a difference if you put something to involve yourself in my growth. Then I can understand the obligation. But just because you blood don't mean you entitled, because you got the same opportunity that I do.
I get my shot now. Say that again real quick.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's just like, okay, let's look at Love for Life Ministries, right? Love for Life, our church. Me and my wife started this church from the ground up. As God continued to grow and expand it, and we got some family members that don't talk to us and none of that. You know what I'm saying? But when God put this thing to the point to where our ministry is our living, and we're actually able to pay a staff, then you're not obligated just because you family. Because while we were struggling, while we was working, while we were sacrificing, you were sitting over there in your own world, minding your business. You didn't care. You went try and help. You ain't try to do none of that. So you're not obligated just because you're blood. It's different if you put some of the work in. If you help me get to where I am, then I understand. But just because you blood don't mean you entitled. If I have to do this thing, if it's just me and my family, then that's who's going to reap the benefits, me and my family. And if I choose to help you, then I will. But we got to understand the question. The question was, are we obligated? No, I don't feel that you are obligated. If you put nothing in for me to get to where I am, you're not obligated just because you blood. Not if I did it by myself. That's just my feeling.
That man said, just because you blood don't make you entitled. No. Y'all be dropping some gems these last couple of days, boy. Here we go. Obligation to me is a self-service. It really depends on the person, okay? Wynn said that's the only way I would. I guess he was talking about how you said if they was helping you. My mother-in-law said preach. And we said that's interesting, but he's still gonna stand on yes. We said, look, you obligated to help.
Well, he may actually feel that way. I would feel, like I said, with me, I would feel like I'm obligated if you did something to help my growth. Mm-hmm. Then yeah, I wouldn't feel right leaving you out if you was there with me, if you were struggling. Let's go back to me. I always use me. Let's talk about love for life. Like you, my son, Till, you got Diane, you got family there with us at Love for Life Ministries. Y'all with us at the bottom. We trying to grow this thing up. And when God do what he do, we can't say, you know what I'm saying, well, forget them. No, y'all was there. Y'all was there when we was trying to put mics together. Y'all was there when there was just 2 and 3 of us. Y'all was there doing the struggle. Now, if y'all there doing the struggle and you help me get to where I'm going, yes, you're obligated because you was part of that growth. But if you're not part of the growth, listen, I don't have time in my life for leeches. You know what I'm saying? Don't come trying to jump on the bandwagon now that we don't made it over the hill. Now that we no longer eating Roman noodles and stuff like that. Now that God don't bless us abundantly. No. You forgot my number then, forget my number now. You don't know, you didn't know me then, don't know me now. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna change my number. I'm just not gonna answer your phone call. Because people gotta understand this. It's different. The question is, are you obligated? I don't feel you are. If they did absolutely, positively nothing to help, then no, I don't feel I should be obligated to go out here and sacrifice, go out here and work on my craft, go out here and build something, go out here and not go out with my family and sacrifice, putting money back in, trying to build this thing. Now I don't put all this work in, then now I'm obligated to go and get you just because we came from the same woman. The devil is a lie. Ain't no way in the world. If I'm the one that did all the reaping, if I'm the one doing all the sowing, on me, then those who help me gonna be the one doing the reaping. If you didn't help sow, why should you reap? The Bible says seed time and harvest time. If you didn't help plant the seed, why should you reap the harvest? I'm just saying.
Well, look, let's do this real quick. I think the question is very important, right? So I think it's best for us to figure out, well, what's the definition of obligation, right? So of course, we had to pop it up. According to old Google, if anybody know me, I got a master's, a doctorate, and I'm going back for everything else in Google University. But so obligation is an obligation is a binding requirement, legal duty, or moral imperative to take a specific action, often stemming from contracts, laws, or promises. Key types and aspects of obligation include legal obligations, moral obligations. I think this is where some of this come in at. Moral obligations, duties based on conscious, ethical standards, or social, familial, and religious duties. You have a relationship to duty, responsibility. Obligation is often used with duty or responsibility, representing a necessary action one is bound to fulfill. So, Bishop, you standing on no? Oh, I think we lost Bishop.
Hold on, right. I'm here. I'm here. I got phone calls and stuff coming in at the wrong time. Now I just read Bishop Weeks comment say I paid my baby mom rent one time and she had a man there, but I realized I can't make it personal. I got 2 kids there, and I was in a position half of my family don't like me, but I stand up. But I mean, it's that is not the question. If it's different if you have an obligation there. Okay, so let's just talk about those like I'm looking at it like this right here. I'm not looking at put kids and stuff involved because any real man gonna take care of their family. You know what I'm saying? That's just hands down. Any real man, you gonna have your business with your family. But when I'm looking at this question, I'm not looking at, okay, it's my kids and stuff like that. I'm looking at family members who feel like they should be obligated to what you got and they had nothing to do to put it in. You know what I'm saying? I get the statement with the family and all of that type of stuff, but let's take the children out of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't did all of this work. You don't struggle to do all of this stuff right here. And now all of a sudden, these folks who ain't helped you, ain't tried to do nothing. I'm not saying I want help, but I wouldn't feel like I'm obligated to help. If I helped you, fine. If I don't, then I'm fine with that too. And this one thing, you know, a lot of people love Tyler Perry. I've been looking at some of his interviews, and he said this right here. He said, he had to get to the
one
point.
Of the people that love Tyler Perry.
Not really. But he said, he said that, but I love how he thinks.
Old school.
I love how he thinks. I'm not really a fan, but he said this during the interview. He said he had to be all right saying no, because when he was given, like he talked about him firing his aunt, she kept coming to him for money. So instead of giving her money, he gave her a job and say she wasn't coming to work. She was showing up late and all of this type of stuff. So he said he had to fire the aunt. You know what I'm saying? He done built all of this, and now you messing up my company because instead of just coming to work to earn the money, you think I'm obligated to give it to you. No. I'm not obligated to do nothing but stay black and die. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm obligated to do. You know what I'm saying? But to say I should be giving you this, no. I'm not saying I wouldn't help, but I wouldn't help. I feel like, oh man, I gotta go back and get there. No. See, this is the thing. I'm working on it right now. I'm not waiting for God to get me to that point. Cause people right now, if the only time you could I hear from you and stuff like that, is if you gotta get this done, need to get that done, gotta do that. But listen, bro, I don't need that in my life.
Can I have this? Can I get this? Can I?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So now I don't feel like there's an obligation. Now, if you choose to do that, then God bless you. If that's what you choose to do, but me personally, I'm not finna say, well, I'm obligated to go back and do nothing because. God bless me where I was able to do this. I was able to make this happen. I was able to do this. I was able to make sacrifices. I had a vision. I followed that vision. I ran with that vision. I worked on my vision. And you probably been one of those who was talking about me and laughing about me. You probably been the one saying, oh, that ain't gonna go nowhere. You probably been the one who saying that now, man, look, you ain't gonna never amount to nothing. But then when I make it, just because you blood, I'm supposed to reach back and get you? No. You keep that same attitude. Because because God allowed me to do this, not us. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, just because you blood don't mean you entitled.
Old school snapping. Need we say more? Yeah. So I'm gonna give my point in a minute. Let me read the comments. Tia said, one come up, all come up in my family, church family, my circle. Okay. My mother-in-law, Frances Williams, said there were 12 of us. Whew. I'm a lot. I thought I mean, yeah, it's 15 of us. Well, at one point in my life, I said I would give my sisters and brothers money if I won the lottery. Now, seeing how they have acted when family members have passed, I wouldn't give them anything. In fact, they wouldn't know I even won anything. In other words, when she wins, she gonna disappear. I think she got a plan. That's probably why she came over here and took that passport photo. What's up, JD? My cousin JD on here. He said, amen, just went completely off. Yes, he did, brother. Yes, he did. Anywho, so what is Young Buck's opinion? Yeah, you're not obligated to do anything. You're not obligated to actually make sure you're not obligated. If you become big, you're not obligated to help out your family. It's not an obligation. Is it a good thing to do? Yes, but it's not an obligation, right? Obligation is like something that you have to do. You don't have to, right? And that's the key word, was obligated, right? A lot of people are
Exactly.
saying, yeah, I would do this, I would do that. Yeah, that's what you would do, but you're not actually obligated to do it, right? But I mean, yeah, I mean, even Tia was like, what would Jesus do? I mean, that ain't the question. We know what would Jesus do. He'll spread it out amongst all of us. But we ain't talking about Jesus. We said us.
Right.
We ain't talking about Jesus. Don't bring him into this. He's somewhere else. He ain't on the podcast today. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like you're not obligated to do it. I mean, yes, is it great for you to do? Yes. But you're not obligated. Mrs. Cole said, Tawana said, but again, obligation is a self-service, it's personal, it's the type of person you are. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Yeah, that's why we're here. But hold on, we flipping, boy. Oh, we got comments coming in now. But you can feel that way, and I can feel enough that I could feel like I'm obligated, and that's my choice, right? If you feel like you obligated, that's your choice. But in general terms, no one is obligated to do anything. You can feel like it because that's your choice, because the word also that will help one to another. That makes me feel obligated. Okay.
Well, with me, I don't believe people is. Are we really understanding the question? Because like with me, even though I have my opinion, like I have my opinion. Not one time did I say I wouldn't help. I say I would help. I would help.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say I'm obligated to help. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I am, because of how I do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I help folks out on the street, so I know for a fact, when God opened up these doors, I'm not gonna just blatantly forget my family. That's not the question. The question is not will you. The question is, are you obligated to do it? And I believe that's what in some of the comments we get it mixed up. Cause not one time did I say I wouldn't, but I don't feel like I would be obligated to do it. I would do it just out of who I am, you know what I'm saying, in the way that I operate, because regardless of how you treat me, you know what I'm saying, look, I can't control what you do. I'm gonna be accountable for what I do. You know what I'm saying? So would I help? I would help, but I would not help out of an obligation. I would do it just because God has blessed me in a way to where I'm able to now reach back and help. I think we really got to understand the question. It's not will you do it. It's not will you do it, but are you obligated to do it is the question.
Yeah, now and then also you can say it again, like we didn't let's look at the whole video. I just got tired of hearing it wasn't even a cursing. It wasn't even a cursing for me. It was the I just got tired of hearing it. I said, oh yeah, we're gonna cut this out real smooth and sweet. But yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, granted, I don't have any family members that fits this category. But if I had some folks that just was like, oh nah, you ain't gonna make it, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that, and was spitting in my face when I needed help and stuff like that, best believe you ain't getting no help from me unless the good Lord come down here and slap me and tell me to do it. I'm just being honest. We said, if we sisters and brothers and don't talk hardly, but if I get a bag, I'm gonna drop my brother and sister something. I love your heart, brother. I love it. I can't wait till you get big because I talk to you a lot, week. So I know I'm getting something. Hold on, comments coming. Tia say, we are a image of him. Here she go. She gonna preach one day. JD said, I'm not Jesus. Thank you, JD. Right. What are you talking about? He said, we talking about me and the ones who was really there. Okay. Tawana said that's where helper one to another. I'm just explaining what obligation would mean to me. And we said, we heard you, Bishop. I said I'm obligated because that's the way I'm cut. There you go. You obligated because that's the way you cut. I will take that. JD said I'm over the obligated time in my life. I totally understand what he's saying. And then Tawana replied to Wheat and said, "That's all I'm saying. Believe it." And then JD said, "On game, D." Let me. Okay, hold on. Then my mother-in-law said, "I love all my sisters and brothers, but I take offense that several feel that you owe them because we're a family." Right. I do agree with that. Most people even talk to you, and when they don't, and when they do, they are asking you for something. Yes. Most of the time, if you got those family members that only hit you up to be like, hey, can you you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you only know my phone when you struggle, you know? But okay. So I got a caveat to this, right? All right. So we saw the video of Glorilla's sister pretty much saying Glorilla's obligated to do this. They struggling. They need help. Pretty much just saying like they need help doing this, right? So tell me why old girl goes get $4,000. The sister get $4,000 from online promotion. Guess what she does with it?
What?
She gonna buy a $3,275 chain.
And she need to be where she is then. She need to stay stuck. You need to stay stuck.
Oh, they want me to be the bad person so bad. I don't know why she got on live. Oh.
No, no, man.
So,
no.
So $3,275 chain.
No, man. No, you deserve to be where you are because you can't live in that chain. That chain can't now, bruh. Now look, I understand it, right? We went, me and Deacon, we went out today, right? And you know me, you know I try to do what I can for the people in the neighborhood, and D, he was just straight up with me. He said, Pastor, he said, you gotta understand it. He said, what you did is a good thing. He said, feeding them is a good thing. He said, but you got to understand this. You can't give them too much because they will take what you give them and go and sell it to get that stuff. Mm-hmm. He said, you got to understand, a lot of people, they got enough money to take care of themselves. He said, but they choose the wrong decision. He said, sometimes people just got to put they got to put their priorities in order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with that situation right there, if you just got $4,000, what the heck you buying a $3,000 chain for? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? If you get put out, you in your chain deserve to be sitting on the side of the road. If your car get towed, you in your chain deserve to be walking because you making dumb decisions. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to what we were saying. You know what I'm saying? If you go out here, you make the sacrifices. You do what you got to do to grow. You learn how to save your money. You learn how to put your priorities in order. You learn how to do it. And you see your family doing crazy stuff like that. No, I ain't going back and help you. You deal with it. Now it's between you and God because you don't show me, you foolish.
We got comments. All right, so we got JD say buys a chain. Yes, she did, cuz she went and got about a $3,275 chain out of the $4,000. She wasn't hurting that bad. My mother-in-law, who's gonna put that on the screen. She say she need a job. Yes, Lord. We're gonna sit that down for a minute. Who is Flotilla? Okay, my mom said Flotilla helped her all the time, but this one time she didn't give her 25. Okay, I think she meant Glorilla. We're gonna charge that to the game. But she said Glorilla helped her all the time, but this one time she didn't give her $2,500. She wanted to go to social media. True that. Yeah. It's all about the material gain. No one thinking long term anymore. That is so true. That is so true. As a matter of fact, before I continue to read the comments, wifey and I was at Walmart and we were going to get some odds and ends. Y'all, if you black, you know what odds and ends is. So that's bread, milk, egg, whatever, right? And I saw a bunch of carts with guess what was on them? Guess what was in them?
TVs.
Because that income tax, they was racking them TVs up.
TV.
I think if we go to somebody's house, they got a TV on every wall. They got a TV in the bathroom and everything. So
when
anyway,
they pay, but you got big screen TV.
Hey, you probably can't watch no cable, but you got a TV. JD said, yes, this was me many years. Yes, sir. Say that. He also said, business before pleasure at all times. I have learned, for real. Mama say she driving, and she Tia say don't text and drive, man. Okay, here they go.
That's one thing I love about Lady Hill, my lovely wife.
She ain't on here today too. Where's she at?
No, she back there sleeping.
Oh,
she back there sleeping. She tell us around this house all the time, and I'm gonna be honest, I ain't ashamed to say it. I learned this from being with her. She would always say, "Business before pleasure." That's one thing she stressed to me. She stressed to the kids. Look, she said, "Don't go out here being stupid. Handle your business." That's what she say. Handle your business. Business before pleasure. You gotta handle your business. But it gotta come to a point to where you can't keep saving everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't did all you do to get to where you are, then when are they gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's right. My heartbeat. You better say that one. That she is. Yes, she is. Yeah. But I mean, it just comes a time because me and my wife, like we said this, when God financially bless us, is what we did. We looked at all of our kids and we say, look, this is what we gonna do. Each child gonna get blah. We already got it planned out. Each child gonna get this. Now look, once we give you this, don't come back with your hand out when you go broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go out here.
Hold on. Back up real quick though. You say each child get blase. So if you do it in the hierarchy, I was first. So that means I get the most, right? I'm just saying.
Not to mean you get your first. But
no, that means I get the most because I've been dealing with this. I've been dealing with child longer than they have. I deserve the most. I'm obligated to have the most.
but we already said, right, look, this what we gonna do. We already got it planned out and all this stuff. We know what we gonna start business while we already done got it planned out, you know, how much we gonna save and all of this. We already done put our allowance together for ourselves, you know what I'm saying, on a yearly basis, you know what I'm saying. We already got it already planned out. So now
see we ain't cool no more.
If we go right and let's just say we drop 500,000 in your lap, right? Just drop, bam, here you go. Just cause you all child, bam, this is yours. Go out here, build your life off of, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't make $100,000 a year. Here we don't give you 5. I'm just using this as an example. That's not what we'll get.
You give me,
okay,
so that's what I'm talking about.
So
go ahead.
But look, if you go out, if you don't go out and handle your money wisely, why should we go into what we put to the side for us? Let's say instead of going out here investing your money, you want to party. You want to go, man, bro. All this is in the Bible. The prodigal son, right? He went to dad. Dad, look, give me what belongs to me. Dad gave it to him. He went out there and blew it all. He blew it. You know what I'm saying? He was in there with and that's the way. And that's the way it is, man. A lot of times, once you give a person the opportunity, if they don't take advantage of it, that's up to them. But you shouldn't be able to come back to the well, dipping into the well just because you wanted to party. You didn't want to invest. You didn't want to listen to nobody. You just had to have this new car. You had to have this new necklace. You had to have this kind of clothes and all this type of stuff. Bruh, listen. What if you blow your opportunity, that between you and the good Lord. I don't feel like I'll be obligated to go back and let's try it again.
Now, old school, you brought it up. Now you brought up the prodigal son. I gotta throw something out there for you because you brought it up. One part you forgot was the dad did welcome him over. He said, "Come on back, baby. Come on back." He did. He said, "Come on back." But see, you ain't the dad. I understand.
Okay,
I just want you to know if you give me $500K, I'm a millionaire because I'm telling you, I know how to turn it.
But look at this right here, because the dad say, "Come on back," right? The dad say, "Put a ring on his finger, symbolizing position," right? Where in the Bible did the dad give him more money?
Yeah, you right about that.
If you want to break it all the way down.
You better say
he welcomed him back in. He gave him position, but he didn't cut him another check.
Nah, he ain't cut another check. Nah, he ain't cut another. I'm just saying he was welcome back. JD, don't put that out there like that, man. Especially you don't want your nieces and nephews knowing about your insurance policy and everything. You know you gonna wake up and it's a knife at your throat. He said, "I have stupid life insurance policies for my nieces and nephews, and it's exactly what I'm totally scared of." We said open arms with the best cattle, and JD said you right. But yeah, all right. So look, we talked about the sister. We let the sister talk. I think it's best for us to let Glorilla talk. What you think?
Yeah, please let's hear what she got to say about all this.
Let's see what Glo got to say.
I ain't gonna talk about how you got me sent to jail for a whole week. We ain't gonna talk about that. How you tried to shoot me, you set me up. You got me sent to jail. We ain't gonna talk about none of that. Alright? I ain't gonna talk about half the stuff you did. Just leave it alone. You doing you right now. Keep doing you. Keep my family out of it. Keep me out of it. You see, you at where you at all because you said my name. You could have been saying my name and did a positive. You went about the wrong way, y'all, and now you'll never get a penny out of it. And y'all saying other people, the ones y'all got y'all input to put on it, y'all ain't never been. My whole life, even before I was rich, I always been the one that never asked for shit. I always been the one that do shit for mother. So y'all, the ones that feel where she coming from, y'all don't know shit because y'all ain't never been the ones to have shit. Like, I ain't fucking, like, my people I fuck with, they straight. My mama, she straight. Let me call my dad. Hold on. Y'all know how my dad look out.
She calling him. She calling him.
Y'all for everything I post.
Whatever happened in the Woods family ain't none of y'all goddamn business. That's my business. All them my children. Victoria needs her mother. She know better.
Better worry how I treat you.
Man, look, you have been outstanding. I could never pay you back for all this. I don't know count.
You know, Dad, that's all that matters. You and my mama taking care of, and I'm happy.
You take damn good care of me.
Thank you, Dad.
You take damn good, man.
You deserve
I ain't got no complaint.
You deserve it.
I could never pay you back for all you done. You done bought me cars, you gave me pilots, you gave me plenty of money. I done traveled all over the United States with you. You have exceeded my wildest dream. Now, Glory, you know I love all y'all. Good, bad, and ugly. But at the same time, for somebody to sit online and lie on you like that, I said, damn.
Yeah.
That's really.
All right. So, we just heard from the dad. The dad said, you done gave me money, you done gave me cars, I done flew around the country with you. And she said, you're. Like, I mean, how much proof you need?
Well, as you see, it's not like she didn't help. Like she said, it ain't like she didn't help, but like she said, look, you went about doing this all the wrong way. And since this the way you want to do it, then hey, you ain't getting nothing out of me.
But see,
Man, it
apparently,
is
like
what it is.
what my mom said was apparently she asked Glow for like $2,500. Glow said no, and then that's and now we here. My siblings and parents know JD here. Glow ain't did nothing wrong. I did just okay. Glow ain't did nothing wrong. Did just a hater. Yeah, yeah. She just. I mean, I just that even the dad was like, "Hey, you treat us right." You know. I just to go back to the question. I just feel like nobody is obligated to do anything. Now, do you feel obligated? Yes, you may feel obligated, but there is nothing that says you're obligated to help somebody if you come up. You know, like I tell everybody, I got a whole plan. If I come up, first of all, if I win the lottery, I'm gonna disappear for a while. So if y'all be like, I ain't heard from Young Buck, he ain't been on no podcast, no nothing. Yeah, yeah, I disappeared for a minute. I don't want nobody to find me. And then that day, you know, I'm gonna send out, I'm gonna put something in the mail and be like, check your account to everybody who got something, and they're gonna be like, yeah. I'm gonna be like, all right, don't call me right now. Give me a year. Let's let the dust settle. Right. But oh, that's a big one. Mama said you can't help everybody. You can't help everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go MIA. Yeah. Go MIA. But yeah, so this is what have we seen here right now? So we have seen, first of all, the sister goes on live with her friends or whatever. Her friends was like, with no L, no She said no and she go on live and she talk about how she never get no help or nothing like that, and then she end up with $4,000 from this promotion, and she buy a $3,275 chain. $3,275 chain. Who needs that? You ain't struggling that bad. That's one of the biggest things I'm saying is you ain't struggling that bad if you buy a 3,200, I'm sorry, and $75 chain. I'm trying to figure out how much that left her. That left her with $725. That ain't even enough to pay rent. But it is enough for her to buy some for the air mattress. That is
nice
enough for her.
box.
Boy, that's enough for her to get a nice air mattress and she can get the one that blow up real nicely by itself. I think that's about $75 right there. She can get a few of those and make a bouncy house out of it. Oh boy. But man,
it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Are you obligated? Like this has been, man, I was excited to talk about this one today. I didn't know you was gonna turn up the way you did, but that one right there touched a nerve.
well, see, but because a lot of people ain't gonna like me and my wife, and I'm all right with it because I know our time is coming, and I will say sooner than later. You know what I'm saying?
Our time is coming.
Our time is coming.
$500,000.
Our time is coming. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad you did this because it letting everybody know up front. Look, Bishop and Lady, we ain't obligated to do. But no, I'm just saying, man. I mean, for real, it's good if you choose to go back and help. That's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Not to forget your family, but like I say, like Tyler Perry said, he had to get right with telling his family no, because everybody kept calling. They wanted this, they want that, they want this, handle that, sending him they bills. That is your bills. You know what I'm saying? He didn't accumulate them bills. So you have to be all right telling people no. And this one thing this one thing that him and Dave Mann said. Dave Mann have an awesome show dealing with men's mental health. Look, if y'all get a chance to go and look at it, man, look, go and check that out. It's men's talking about mental health and stuff like that. It was good. But this one thing that each one of them said, they said when they came into money, they felt like they had to be the hero to their family. They felt like they had to be the one to make everything right with their family. And this one thing that God gave me. What God gave me was, don't be the hero, be the example. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the hero, be the example. Because the hero could come and rescue you for a moment. But if I put the example before you, then I'm showing you how to structure your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like how they say, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man a fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
For a lifetime. That's my favorite phrase.
It's along that lines. Look, you gotta stop being the hero. Stop pulling them out of all of their problems that they don't create. Stop trying to save them out of all of the mistakes and stuff that they built up on themselves. Instead of being the hero, be the example. Show them how to manage money. Let them see you investing. Let them see you building. Let them see you sacrificing, going out and not buying the expensive clothes and all of this type of stuff. You be the example. Don't be the hero. I'm done with it.
Hey, I've heard somebody say, I heard somebody say the one way to help the people in need is to not be one of them.
Not be one. That's it.
The one way to help the people in need is to not be one of them, man. I mean, it sounds tough, but hey, Tawana said, no judges here. Obligation is something you feel in your heart. And I'm not saying you don't have a heart. If you don't feel obligated. I love Tawana. That is too funny, man. Look, I think she summed it up. Like, obligation is definitely something you feel in the heart, but the question is, like, hands down, are you obligated to do it? You know, do you feel like you obligated to do it? Maybe, right? You know, I feel like I'm obligated to, like, help my mom. I feel like I'm obligated, right? Because I mean, it's a lot that I've seen my mom do when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm obligated to help my siblings. I feel like I'm obligated to help my parents. I feel like I'm obligated to make sure that my wife's mom is good, right? But that's how I feel. But that's not necessarily like that doesn't mean I'm actually obligated to do it. That's just a feeling that I put on myself, right? And you know, like we just Till say your auntie too. I don't know that girl. You coming up. You may not even need no help. But yeah, so I mean it's all about how you feel. But one thing I think, you know, old school, you said it. You said like family don't make you entitled. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing of it. Family don't make you entitled. And sometimes they say kin folks, you know, so they say what they say, blood is thicker than water, but sometimes that water is a little thicker than blood. Sometimes you get that deer paw. You know, that deer paw water be muddy, boy. That thing be like milk. I've always had a giver's heart all my life. I would use the shirt. I would give you the shirt off my back if you need it more than me. But when people show you who they are, family or not, it causes you to pause.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
When they show you who you are the first time, believe them.
I'm gonna use this as an example. We all know in season 1 we talked to all of the kids and everybody on the line know that I wasn't there to raise my kids, right? But I don't even think they even noticed it. And a lot of times, like doing my kids and stuff, graduations, I would sit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I would show up, but I would sit in the back because they moms raised them and got them to them points. You know what I'm saying? So just because I'm dad, it didn't mean I was entitled to be in on that celebration. You see what I'm saying? Now this is how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm dad, but just because I'm dad, I didn't help you make it to this point. Your mom and whoever they the one that got y'all to that point. So I would go and I would sit in the back. And if my kids wanted to take pictures with me and stuff like that, I would do it. But I never felt like I was obligated to be in a position that I didn't earn. You know what I'm saying? And I may be stretching this a little bit, but that's kind of like how I look at this. Like, how can you feel like you entitled to something that you didn't earn?
Yeah.
You didn't earn it. You didn't earn the right to be a part of that celebration. You know what I'm saying? You didn't help in no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So why do you didn't earn this? So why do you feel like you entitled? And I was just here thinking about it, like with me, that's one thing I did. I would show up at graduations. I don't even think they even paid attention to it. I show up at graduations and all of this type of stuff. And sometimes when they were taking pictures, I'll just be standing back. Unless they said, come on, dad, and take a picture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll be standing because just because I'm dad, I didn't earn that right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not obligated to be part of that just because I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Because it took some sacrifices. It took some denying yourself from, some probably going out. It took, mom and whoever she was with, you know what I'm saying, probably not eating to make sure that the child ate and all of this type of stuff while I'm out doing my own thing, living my own life. So just because I'm dead, I did not earn that. So I was not obligated to be a part of that. And that's how I see this situation. I don't feel like if you had nothing to do with the growth, if you had nothing to do to get me at this point, if you had nothing at all to get it, will I help you? I will help you because that's just who I am. But it's not because I'm obligated to do it, because I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to answer this real quick. I know you gotta get ready to hit that road. But we said, so are we obligated as preachers to attend to the less fortunate? So I can give a short answer. I give my short answer. I would say yes, because that's being a minister, like that's a title, right? Like, I mean, but it's also a role that comes with it, and that's part of the role. So I would say yes, but I'll let you answer that. I'll let you put your bishop hat on and answer that question.
Well, I mean, but listen, Bishop got to be joking. I know he ain't asking that question because that's
now.
Listen, let me tell you why I say that. Because it's not a request, it's a command. We are told by Christ. Hear what I'm saying? It's not a request. He didn't say maybe you should go out. He tell us to look after the unfortunate. He tell us a part of our job is to look after the widows. He tell of us, you know what I'm saying, about things that we should do, feeding your enemies and all of this type of stuff. Those are not requests. That's a command. God say this is what you do. So I'm obligated because this is what God say for me to do. It ain't a request for me. This is what God say do. He said feed the hungry. I feed them. He said clothe the naked. I clothe them. You know what I'm saying? He said when I was sick, you came to see me. I visited the sick. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said Bishop got to be tripping. I know he ain't really answering that question because that part of our walk. That's not a request, and people get a lot of that. We ain't gonna go into it. It'll be a whole nother session going up. But people get a lot of things. People get a lot of things, confused when it comes to the Bible. Some things that Christ tell us is not a request, is a command. Looking out for the less fortunate, that's a command. That's not a request. Taking care of the widows, that's not not a request. That's a command. You see what I'm saying? Clothing those who are it's not a request, it's a command. So I'm obligated to do that because Christ told me to do it. So most definitely, I'm obligated to do it.
Yeah, we're not obligated to give 10%. That's a different story. We ain't gonna go through. We ain't gonna go that way. I'm just saying we not obligated. We not obligated to give 10%.
Listen,
that was for the
Bishop be throwing them dang on them idea hangers up there at the end of the broadcast. Ain't nobody playing with Bishop tonight.
Yeah. Look, we'll be here a whole nother hour. Well, look, man, this was a great conversation. I do want to throw this out, especially to the ladies. Look, first, hold on. Before I say that, happy Black History Month. I'm sorry we didn't say this. Ahead of time or at the beginning. But rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Let's make sure we continue to just be black, be bold, and be proud about it. All right. Next month in March, a lot of people don't know this, but next month is International Women's Month. I would love to spotlight some women on the podcast. To one, I'm looking at you, Tia, looking at you, Mama Williams, looking at you, my mama, Shamika, I'm looking at you. Like, I would love for y'all to come here, tell y'all story, empower, give some advice to some other women throughout next month. And I mean, if y'all want, y'all can do a whole takeover if you want. But yeah, let's come, because we do appreciate y'all. We'd love to hear from y'all. I mean, yes, it's just two guys, but hey, he said don't pay 10, give 20%. I love you guys. Okay. Love you too. But yeah, so we'd love to hear. So please look, I'm gonna be reaching out to some of y'all to hop on here and tell your story and empower some folks, give some advice and all of that. So be on the lookout. And we might have some special guests. Try to get Vanar on here. We're gonna bring the wives back on here as well. Because we on episode 3 and we ain't brought them on yet. So it's about that time. But yeah, great conversation, man.
Yes, sir. Always.
Great conversation. Look, here's my closing thing. Here's my closing thing about the conversation. It is always a good thing to do. Tawana talked about it a lot today. But it's about the heart, right? What does your heart say, right? It's not an obligation. It's a good thing to do, right? It is a great thing to do, but it's not an obligation. And for people who coming from the hood and stuff like that, we feel in our hearts that it's an obligation because we've seen our mom struggle and do certain things. Like my mom have done some stuff just to survive. I mean, she wasn't in the streets, y'all. She wasn't stripping or nothing like that. But I've seen my mom like just scrape from the bottom of the barrel just to make sure we live. I've seen her, go nights without eating just so we can eat. So of course, in my heart, I feel obligated, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that she's obligated, if that makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, it's the right thing to do. But then also, if you do have family members to help, or if you're saying that you're in need and money comes your way, don't go out there and buy a $3,275 gold chain. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So that's it for me. Thank you all for joining. Old school, I'm gonna let you close it out, brother. Get on that old school thought of the day. I'm gonna make you big.
Hey man, listen, closing this thing out. The good book that we live by. Even tell us, say that God blesses those of us that are cheerful givers, right? That's what he said. God blesses a cheerful giver. The Bible even tell us that we shouldn't even be given out of our obligation. We shouldn't be given out of like strife or anything like that. We should, whatever we do, we should do it from the heart, So when God bless you, I'm not gonna say if, I'm gonna say when God bless you, because our time is coming. I'm just claiming it. For myself and my family, our time is coming. So when God bless you, if whatever you do it with a cheerful heart. Do it. Don't do it grudgingly. You know, that's one thing that the Bible tells us to say we shouldn't give grudgingly. So you shouldn't do things with a grudging heart, right? So just make sure whatever it is that you do, that you're doing it from a heart of cheerfulness, a heart of gratitude, and a heart of love. Because whatever you do, you want it to be blessed. I'm gonna say this in my closing. That's why a lot of times I don't feel like a lot of church people, when they're giving offering and stuff, is blessed, because they're not giving out of love and compassion for God. They giving out of the simple fact that they want the service to move on, want you to sit down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, and mark my words, hey, you listen, hear when I tell you, family, look, all time coming, man. All time is on the way. It's right around the corner. And whatever you do, listen, do it with a cheerful heart. That's how God will bless it. Whatever you do it with a cheerful heart, and watch how God bless. Be blessed. We love you, and now you can do about it.
And remember, just because you blood doesn't mean you're entitled. And I'm entitled to my $500,000. All right. See y'all. See y'all next week.
Listen, we gonna say, listen, we coming in with all these little comments. Listen, we gonna have to bring him on. That they gonna don't be slipping these little bit of sly comments in here, then running. We gonna get him. You know, no, bro, you hear me? You hear me? I'm reading these comments. We gonna get you on here. We gonna get you. That they gonna we gonna discuss this.
In April, we trying to save it for the women, save March for the women. But all right, y'all, love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Peace out.